you're on 2 shows now.
Yep.
What's the ambition in now having this reality career essentially in addition to your fashion business?
I want to talk to kids now. I want to wake America up and talk to kids. When I say kids, I mean anybody under 32 because I'm 44. I don't think that American youth are being prepared for the next wave of life and work ethic and business and entrepreneurialism, and so I want to talk to them.
So if you could tell one thing to a bunch of high school teenagers.
What do they need, a credit card?
No, contact number.
917.
917. I don't know your number by heart.
That's a good idea.
You don't get Kelly's cell phone number.
Sorry, Shalhevet.
Wait a minute, I'm on a hit show.
Do you want me to ship you the books?
Yeah. Are these all?
No, these are, so this is for stock, but this is for the other.
Yeah,
one. Okay.
that would be awesome.
So what would you tell high school kids?
Should we just call Mikey to get it? Well, we can just take it offline.
I can give
we
it
know,
to the New York.
It's Revolution, yeah.
Thank you. That helped though, right? Did we move books
Oh my,
tonight?
you moved a bunch of books.
Good.
So what would you tell high schoolers who want to get a start in any entertainment business?
To buy my book at Borders.
And then just read it?
Well, I mean, the book is like really, I'm not trying to be a shyster because I'm not really making any money on this book. Like, if you really want to know the truth, there's no money to be made in books unless you're like Stephen King or like Harry Potter people. I mean, these type of books is really a marketing tool, and I did this because I wanted to, and I thought it was a great opportunity to, provide people with a book that I wish that I had had. So it's like, there's a lot of things that go into working in the entertainment industry, but in the book, it talks about making yourself a brand and forming a tribal council and reaching out to people with a sincere letter that's not some form, dear Mr. blah, 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 I have a passion for fashion, or like music is my middle name. Nobody wants to hear that. Write a sincere letter that is meaningful. Like, if you came from a home with a single mom and like you're going to a shitty community college and you really have no education but you're willing to do anything, that should be your point of differentiation. And you would be surprised that if you reach out to 50 people, which is easy to do on the internet now, that 7 might be willing to help you. Why? Because they were that same person. And sooner or later you're going to find that person, and that's how you should go about it. Find those people who are willing to be your helpers, because they will. They don't owe you anything.
You just dated that one, and those signatures are working.
It's very Keith Haring all of a sudden, this thing.
It is. It's very
poppy.
So are you going to still be doing the city in addition to your show?
Yeah, I am. We're shooting the city. Whitney's parents were here tonight.
We saw that.
Shout out, blog, Newsbreak.
All right, thank you very much.
Wait, I have a quick question. Where does the name People's Revolution come from?
Originally, I called my company PR, and then everybody's like, what does that mean? And then one day I just blurted out People's Revolution, and I felt that it was apostrophe us because the world would change when we change ourselves.
We're just going to do this group here, and then
we'll
send her on her way.
It's kind of like, forget about going out there and trying to help all these other people and all these other countries. Just change yourself.
Yeah. That's very in line with our school's philosophy.
It is?
Yeah. Sorry, I have one more question. You mentioned something about how it's the people who are making the models, like they have to be the skinny ones.
That's right.
So what do you think? It's because there's a lot of times in the media and magazines, whatever, they're saying more like real women. What do you think the people have to do to get the fashion designers to actually? I mean, if people really.
If you don't like something, you're the consumer. Don't buy the product. You don't buy the product. People are going to change it to figure out what's going to make you buy the product.
We're going to grab a quick photo with you. We've got 20 over here. We're going to send you on your way for food.
I totally agree.
Consumers want to see skinny, young things. That's what they want to see. And that's why people make it. If they thought that, obesity was hot and sexy and cool, then every Gucci campaign would be somebody my size. But that's not what's going on.
You're hot and sexy and cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.